Well, here we are. It is the start of the third week of January, and in many parts of the United States, it's cold. That kind of bone-chilling, real, make-you-shiver, lots of snow, cold is obviously hitting much of the country. And this is the time of the year where one of my favorite questions becomes one that I share with you, my friends, my clients, my colleagues, and most of all, I share it with myself. And that question is, are you serious? Are you serious? Well, I'd like to talk about that just briefly on this Monday afternoon evening going into Tuesday. And then to tell you a little bit of a story that might be significant to you, as one of my friends has celebrated a lot of success lately. And she had a challenge to me that she then met herself. In fact, it could be one of the most significant challenges for you in 2019. Well, we have that question I want to ask you, and then perhaps a suggestion about what you might get serious about in 2019. That's coming up. This is the Christian Entrepreneur Network. My name is Stan Houston. The program is called The Jesus Entrepreneur Experience and starts right now. And we are back. And it is regular as clockwork. We all know that for ourselves. We all know it if we're in leadership, and we just simply know it as people who are struggling to make things happen, as people pressing on as a member of the human race. Are you serious? That's a question that, as a performance coach, I had to ask people all the time because there's a lot of motivational talk and there's a lot of motivational intention and certainly resolution. But then I say, are you serious? And of course, what is true at this time of the year is that all of those people who really meant well, they're going to go to the gym every day. They're going to watch their diet. All of those good things, and they are important. It's what I call the fresh start phenomenon. And one of the great things about the Christian faith is we are big into fresh starts. In fact, as we pointed out, when we say the confession of our sins in our prayers, or do it in a part of our worship ceremony together, which I think is one of the most important parts of that ceremony, is the confession of sins. In effect, we are asserting that we have a fresh start. We can begin again. It is a new day that the Lord has made. It is a new week that He has given. And we got another year. As one of my friends who's been fighting health issues for many, many years just simply said to me last Sunday, he said, Stan, well, I made it through 18. And by God's grace, I may make it through 19. But we will see. And that, of course, is true. We will see. So my question to you now, after all of the good intentions have kind of gone away and perhaps some clarity has come and you decide that that's just not something I can do, what are you serious about this year? Now that kind of the emotion of the fresh start is gone, what are you truly going to be serious about? And I would just simply ask you to think about that and have a conversation about that. Now, if you are a leader, this is an ideal time in your staff or organizational meeting to say, okay, here we are, and third week in January, what are we serious about? We've gotten a flavor of what might be ahead of us in the year. We're getting some responses to what we have been doing. It is a new year. What should we get a little more serious about, or significantly more serious about, or maybe more serious for the first time? And what should that be? Oftentimes I say that this is Monday where we meet the marketplace, but one of the things we plan for is that by Friday we will know that we have achieved something that we started the week out to do. We can say on a Friday noon, Friday at 3, Friday at 5, or if it's a late date day, we got it done. We began with this in mind on Monday, or perhaps a little bit before that, and we got it done. And so I sat down with my Monday list and said, I've been thinking about this, I've been procrastinating on this, I've been dreading this, I don't want to do this, but I have to get it done. And there are some things I've been promising myself to do, and so this is going to get done by 3 o'clock on Friday. And Friday's Future Day, where you try to figure out what the next week will bring. So my question to you, what are you serious about? What are you going to do that's different? As we pointed out, that Jesus question, what do you want? Part of that is to simply say, how do I want my life to be different in the next 6 months? What is really important to me now? Just let that sit on your head and put that into place, because the man or woman who's successful as a significant entrepreneur knows that they are not just doing a job, they are involved in a serious lifestyle and a serious enterprise, and it can make all kinds of differences for their family, their friends, and the future that they are trying to create by God's good grace and glory. So they take that question, are you serious? And they take it seriously. I'm Stan Houston. This is the Jesus Entrepreneur Experience. We're part of the Christian Entrepreneur Network. We're here to help you as a Christian entrepreneur seek God's special wisdom. You got some of that? Some of His insight. Take advantage of His strength, and then find His direction with greater clarity and power and presence in our lives. We'll be back. Now, I'm going to tell you just a brief story about someone who got very serious. For a number of years, I had the opportunity to work with a woman named Deb Newman, and she was the founder of the Newman Long-Term Care Insurance Agency. She was a pioneer, one of the first brave persons who said, I'm going to get involved in long-term care insurance. And what made it powerful is that even though that new product in the marketplace was there, she said, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to sell life insurance. I'm not going to sell investments. I'm not going to sell annuities. The slogan we came up with is long-term care insurance is all we do. And we would like to add with a smile, and we do it well. Perhaps we do it better than anybody else can do it for you, because it's all we do. Talk about a serious claim, a serious stake in the ground. Well, Deb did that a number of years ago, and she has pressed on. And this year she's going to find other avenues of work and service. She is the proverbial entrepreneur, and what made her particularly wise, as she said to me, as we said to each other, Deb, it's not the glass ceiling you want to break, it's the glass walls you want to push down. It's not going up the ladder for a major corporation, it's about taking your own enterprise and expanding its territory, its influence, its impact, its income. Those are the walls you want to put down. Now, you just let what I said sit on your head for a while, all right? I'm not saying there was a whole lot of wisdom there, but there was some insight there So play it back and see how that might connect with you. Now, here is the serious challenge, though, and this is going to lead us to a lot of things because I'm going to be helping you do that this year. Deb said to me, and I still remember we were sitting down at a table in her office, and she had gone through seriously some of the goals. She had really come to me because she had heard me speak about being one of the 3% of the population who have written their goals down. They have worked hard at them. They take them seriously. They insist that their people in their organization become 3% people. That became one of our stalking points. That was what this office does. This is what this show is all about. That's what this program is all about. We are people who have goals, set goals, help people reach their own goals, and we share and encourage each other in creating their own life with a goal-directed plan or purpose behind everything they do. And here's what she said. Stan, I want you to help me come to the point where people say, she's here, she's there, she's everywhere. Now, this was even before the advent, really, of the Internet in any of what it became. She said, what's going to happen is that I just have to be known. And years ago, there was a book written that summarized our situation. I talk about it in my own book, and it was called by Ralph Ellison, The Invisible Man. And it was a sad but a very, I don't know how to put it, but it was a moving story of a young black man in the 40s and 50s who found that as he tried to make his mark in the world, he was invisible. And it was called The Invisible Man. And the point was, that's what was happening to him. And the point was that in many cases, that's what's happening to us. With all of the commotion, all of the activity, with all of the things going on, we can become almost invisible. Now, I have a great many good things, but you know what? Not nearly enough people know about them. I'm just kind of invisible. There's someone who's just as good as me, probably a little bit better than me, but he happens to have a lot more people who know about him. He's not invisible to a significant number of people. So here's my point. One of the reasons I do this radio program, the reason I do my teach-abouts, is I'm trying to be known and seen and be less invisible around the marketplace of people who could benefit. Those of you who are Christian entrepreneurs and you need some of that special wisdom, some insight, some strength, direction, you need some very specific skills and ideas, hopefully like this one, so that you could increase your visibility. Find more people to call on, more people who actually are attracted to you, people you can serve and serve them well, so that as you become less invisible, you will have more influence, you will have greater impact, and you may actually have more income. And income is not just money. Income is the coming into your life of good things. That's true Spirit-led, Jesus entrepreneur income. Good things come to you. And then you share them with others. And what may happen is, as you share them with others, you may actually get more of them yourself. So here's my challenge to you. Okay? She's here. She's there. She's everywhere. Now, what Deb and I did is we put together a plan to do that. And she put together some very significant risks. I mean, she took a lot of chances. She worked very hard. And not everything worked out. It never does. There's something wrong with every plan and everything. But that became the idea. Serve people well, teach people well, help people all you can. Let people know that you're there for them. And so, people might say, oh, yeah, there she is again. She's here. She's there. She's everywhere. She's here. She's there. She's everywhere. And someday Deb will come back to the program and she'll tell us a little bit more of that story. But that's my challenge for you on this Monday night going into Tuesday. Hey, it's the third week in January. How are you going to increase your career, professional, your business visibility? How can you be known, appreciated, maybe loved, respected, and most importantly, recommended? Because, as they say about my friend, and they'll say it about you, my friend, she's here. He's there. They're everywhere. And as Christian entrepreneurs, we want Jesus to be glorified in our coming, in our going, and in our doing good things. Yep, He's everywhere, and so are we. Hey, all the best and blessings to you. This is the Christian Entrepreneur Network, the Jesus Entrepreneur Experience. And of course, this has been an audition. I can do the same kind of teaching and speaking and help to your group. I'm going to be doing a program on how to help people stop asking for referrals and start gaining recommendations. That's right. Would you like to know how you can get less referrals and more recommendations? You've been taught that you should seek more referrals. I say, no, you want recommendations. And let me coach you on just how you might do that. Hey, reach out to me. I want you on my program as well as being one of my listeners and one of the people who follow us. Reach out, radioedge77@gmail.com, radioedge77@gmail.com, and we'll find a way to help you coach you in such a way that hopefully you can coach others and be a leader in your own right, in your own place, in your own space. At the same time, we can connect and network all together as we help each other go and grow in the life calling and the business we have together. All the best and blessings. May the week go well for you. And we'll be around a good share of the week. Teach Abouts will be coming on the tcenglobal.org, tcenglobal.org. We'd appreciate your help. If you can contribute to help this work go forward, I would be grateful. tcenglobal.org/contribute now. tcenglobal.org/contribute now. I would be extremely grateful. Bye for now.